Well, welcome to Darwin Football Stadium, Larrakia Park, on a really windy Saturday evening here in the dry season up the top end. Local time around 6 o'clock, so sun setting in the on the west here of our grandstand, and reserve grade games underway. The men are running around in full sun over on that side. There's plenty of shade and shadow on the main pitch, which will feature this Women's Premier League match. So Azzurri women are going to take on Casuarina women. Looking forward to seeing this match. A lot of great young talent out there, and I hope Azzurri can just get a goal and stay in the game and stay confident. They're just such a great bunch of young girls and women, coached by Morris D'Aragio, Jenny Zuccardo in there, Zuccarado, sorry. A lot of people supporting in the background there. John Caceres, their president as well, new to the Premier League, came through half of the way last year and have just been a fantastic addition. Of course, up against the champion side in Casuarina, been a strong club for women's football for many, many years. And we'll see why tonight when they go around. My name is Bruce Stoller. Thank you for joining this live streaming. We're going on the FNT TV network as well as on the FFA digital channels. Hope you can join us, whatever device you're on. Sit back, grab a cold drink, and enjoy this game of women's football. It's a round 14 football match here at Larrakia Park. A breeze really strong coming in from McMillan Road end, which is the, I guess, the northern end of the ground, and that will favour whatever team's running towards the car park end or towards the southern side. So we'll look forward to seeing this match. Casuarina women taking on Azzurri women. We'll be out with the game shortly. And so both teams will feel each other out in the initial part. Mariotti in there early. Selena Mariotti, number 2 for Azzurri. They're in their blue with the white socks. And Grace Doty in there cleaning up. Goes to Teresa Sigurkol. Pushes it out to her captain. Sandrina looks up. Zuccarado puts the ball through, but got too much punch on that, and it'll run all the way down to the keeper we don't normally see keeping. But she can play anywhere on the pitch, often up the front. And that's Shalanda Kanai in the goals today for Casuarina. In the orange top with the orange and the white boots. So Casuarina up the top of the table behind Hellenic. I should have said the top end of the table. Behind Hellenic, near Mindel. A chance to go in the clear second position. And Selena Mariotti will run that out and put it over the grandstand side. Yes, a well done from her coach, Maurice Dorigo. So Aragon with the throw-in, number 11 for Casuarina, young player, full of potential. The ball comes out for Uni Azzurri now. Sophia Pablo, big 360. Now puts her team in on the advantage. The ball comes through, but the little engine, Nadia Yelly, gets there first. She'll be running and patrolling from that central back position for Casuarina all day, as will the other one that's just involved now, Shinoa Al-Thiab. And Chinoa wins 21 on her back for Uni Azzurri, running left to right on your screens. Now Teresa Sigakol puts one over the top. But who's there? Number 4 for Casuarina. And Nadia Lely will be there more often than not and cleaning up, as she did on that occasion. Right, just coming up to 3 minutes on the Northcrest scoreboard. This is a Women's Premier League match. Casuarina versus Uni Azzurri. It's round 14. Accidental inference there. Alex Fulton there early. Wants this game moving forward. Always proactive is Alex Fulton, the captain. One over the top. And that's Jade Roberts, number 12 for Casuarina. A bit of strapping, red strapping on her left knee. A couple of players today in the Casuarina side getting a run in the Premier League, which is fantastic for them. Right. Sophia Pablo has a chance to get puts that ball in front of Michaela Russell. And number 5 just couldn't get to it, so it'll be a restart again with the 14-year-old, Aragon. Casuarina, number 11, had a couple of these already. Fulton then heads it onwards and upwards as that ball go upwards. And will pump itself out of play, and it'll be Uni Azzurri's ball. Mariotti throws in early. Skims across a couple of players, and now Fulton cleans it up. Cage Pearson puts one over the top. Any runners? And cleaned up by Yolanda. And Kenai puts a right boot to it. Goes back down the centre corridor where Sophia Pablo cleans up. Puts one back to Michaela Russell. Fulton then, lovely work from her, but Mariotti will clean this up. The right back for Uni Azzurri. Puts it downfield. Fulton gets back, and that's gone out of play. So the ball goes to Mariotti, number 2. Again, a young kid herself, 14. To the other one. There's so many young kids out there. Fantastic for the Women's Premier League here in Darwin. My name is Bruce Stalter. So excited to bring you this live streaming between Uni Azzurri and Casuarina women. 6th taking on 2nd here this afternoon. 6th place now with the ball. Uni Azzurri. And Selena Mariotti throws in over the top, trying to find Sigakol, but doesn't. Breeze coming in from the Milllan's Road end. A lot cooler with the sun dropping in the west. And shout out to our fireys who have been working tirelessly over the last 6 or 7 days with these strong winds coming in, causing havoc. They've had brush fires and bushfires all over the rural and industrial areas of Darwin, and they've been working so hard with the SES to make sure no homes or property or stock are lost. And they've been pretty effective in doing that, incredibly effective to be honest. Goes back to Sigakol. Mariotti puts one over the top. This will bounce dangerously. And Tennille Yammer in there, busy, number 3 for Uni Azzurri. Didn't come to anything. Don't know what that was and how that was restarted with the throw. Yes, we'll have to go back to Yolanda just thought I could throw it, but now she understands. She's going to set it for a goal kick. Does that, goes across to Fulton, her captain. Fulton goes wide to Looks like Jessie Newcomb over there. Giving Jessie plenty of space. She'll unleash a pass eventually. Grace Doty gets there, number 8. The central defender for Uni Zuri, and cleans that one up. Coming up the 7-minute mark, Women's Premier League match, round 14 here at Larrakia Park on Larrakia Country. Darwin Football Stadium main pitch. There's shadow and shade there at the moment, which is a nice respite for the players. And the keeper for Casuarina, Yolanda Kenai in the fading light there, and Carla Kashakala still in full light for her side, the Uni Zuri custodian. So Jessie puts one through to Ash Sales. And she puts another one across the bows of everybody. And there's a shot taken early. Audrey Suarez, number 10, for Casuarina. This will run out. And a shout out to number 13 too for Casuarina. That's Rowan Wood, her first starting 11 opportunity. So she's out of here in the left back position, right centre field now, number 13. Well done to her. I hope you enjoy your game and stay fit and healthy. All right, Chinoa Al-Thiab on the ball there, the central defender for Uni Zuri moving forward. Fidaria comes on the inside. Fidaria Piero, lovely work from her, a kid herself. Russell puts one forward, looking for Yama. But the ever-present Nadia Lely there first for Casuarina. Now here's an opportunity. Jade Roberts on the run. Jade's going on. She's only going to beat the keeper, and she does that. Left foot, takes the strike. Unfortunately, an error there from Uni Zuri, and full effect taken by the Casuarina striker. Jade Roberts, number 12. Nice left footer. Carla Kashakala did all the right things as a goalkeeper, and it took a really nice, well-weighted, well-directed passing shot for number 12. So 1-2 Roberts. She needs 7 more to catch up to Aragon, who has 8 for the Casuarina side. And Teresa Sigurcole puts one through to Sandrina. She puts a right footer around Wood, and it runs out of play. It's not Wood, it's Ward. Someone wrote on my script, Wood, my apologies. So, Rowan Ward, welcome. So you got the pink strapping on the left knee of the goal scorer and Jade Roberts there. Alex Fulton trying to get it back to her. Sophia Pablo now has an opportunity. Puts it through with good balanced pass. Turns on the inside, finds Pablo again. It's a broad 1-2, so to speak. Then she just puts one through to Sigurcole, and Nadia Lily gets there first, number 4 for Casuarina. Puts it out over the goal line, so we'll have a corner kick restart for Uni Zuri. Promising 10-minute mark. They're down 1-0. But on the advantage at the moment. Can they make something out of this? Strong breeze running from left to right on your screen. It will affect this cross, both in the distance Sandrina can get, but if she can get some height to it, this wind will play havoc and make it very difficult. But she first of all got to get it there, so it's a hard one because it's right into her face at the moment. Now she's turned side on to the breeze. Comes in. She gets some good distance on it. Sigurcole gets a foot to it. There's an opportunity there, still in the box. Will it come down the right way? Suarez, it bounces off hers. Pablo goes back to a captain. Captain goes first time in, and Sigurcole takes a shot. Offside, unfortunately. But good intent. Coach should be happy with that. Sigurcole just didn't think. Put a boot straight to it. Well done. Good play. Captain Zuccarello featuring for Uni Zuri there, and 2 or 3 of those plays. Let's just see if Uni Zuri can get a goal. Jessie Newcomb puts one downfield. Now it's a foot race. Jubilee Weo's there first. She's got a lot of pace. Chinoa will clean it up off the up and does so. But only far as a corner. She wanted to push that out for a throw-in, but just couldn't do it. Ball was moving too fast for her. Moves in. It's a good ball in too. Jubilee Weo with a shot, turns on the left, then on the right. Michaela Robertson there. Russell, cleaning up. And Ash Sales has a shot from distance. Again, that's good stuff for their coach, Ricky Fulton. Good intention early from Ashley Sales, number 5. Right, Carla Kashakali places the ball. 13 minutes coming up now. Women's Premier League comes down to Aragon gets a boot to it. Little collision there, which is actually to the advantage. Ball will come back. This is the advantage to the Casuarina side. So Fulton will come up and take this one. 13.5 minutes on the Northcrest scoreboard. 1-0 is the scoreline in favour of Casuarina, scored by Jade Roberts. Number 12 with the pink strapping around that left knee. Nice little left footer guided past the keeper for Uni Azzurri. Whistle goes. Fulton moves in. Can she make something happen? It's a lovely weighted pass. Carla comes out. Kashakala and takes that with confidence. Runs out and puts a boot to it. Trying to find Piera. But Lisa Bleakley there first. Number 6 goes in the back of Ash Sales and out of play. But must have been a touch or a glance off the Uni Azzurri player, so it stays with Casuarina. Fidari gets a header to it early. Ball still in play. Fidari goes back again and wins it for her side. Well played, young girl. And then goes through the feet of Pablo, which is rare. Normally her first touch is fantastic. Now they have an opportunity, Uni Azzurri. Back heel from Sigacole, trying to find Pablo. But Jubilee Weo will run around them. She nutmegs Russell. But nice tackle from Mariotti. Selena goes again. Great young work from her. So this will run out, where Ward will get a chance. Picks the ball up for a throw-in. Starting lineup debut for Ward. Welcome to Women's Premier League in the starting lineup on this Saturday afternoon, late afternoon, early evening in Darwin. Women's Premier League. Sun's dropping in the back of us at the grandstand in the west, of course. And as a result, we're getting more shade and shadow across our main pitch. Ward throws through, goes to Suarez. Suarez puts one in, comes back out. This will be for Mariotti. Mariotti throws in, nice and early. Ashley Sales gets in there. She's been busy. So as Aragon. Now Suarez moving across. Gage Pearson gets there first. First time. Comes off Yama. Falls to Sigacole. Teresa looks up, trying to push around. But Fulton scurries, scampers. Proactive play as usual from the captain. Call gets a call back now. Mariotti hears it. Kashakala put a right boot to this before Roberts gets there and does so. Comes over, beats Sandrina. Fulton showing some skills. Mariotti takes a face and head ball plant. Smile from her, young Selena. With the throw in now, there she goes. Sigacole brings it down with his salmon boots on. Pushes it around. Lovely ball in play. This is a good, promising move. Turns in, does Sandrina. Goes again. Gets the call. Goes across to Pablo, but who's there? Fulton. So quick. Kashakala gets there and puts one through. That's good. Teresa Sigacol has it. Looks across to see her captain. Gets it to Zuccarado. She brings it down. Needs to bring it in and beat Suarez here. Aragon. Does so with Russell there. Russell puts a nice ball through to Sigacol, but Nadia Lely gets in there and cleans up. Now Ward has it. Ward puts a nice little left footer through to a captain. 1-2 from her. Comes off Suarez, who's been hit a couple of times, these two. Nice battle between Mariotti and Suarez. And Selena Mariotti throws in yet again. Busy young player. Trying to find Michaela Russell. Now Sofia Pablo has the ball. They need to get this back. They do. But Suarez comes again. Well played, Audrey. It'll come off Casuarina. So it'll be a throw-in for Al-Thiab. Nice one from Chinoa. Finds Sigacol. But who's there? Fulton again. So it's an urgent player. Never takes anything for granted or any position or time in the field for granted. Chinoa says, I'm going to put a longer one in, move forward. It's either Russell or it's Sigacol. Finds both. Sorry, finds Sigacol, and now she's on the run. Lovely work from Teresa. Look at Nadia Lely streaming across there and collecting that ball. So quick as number 4 for Casuarina. And she brings that one to a full stop. But still an advantage to Uni Azzurri, 18-minute mark. They're one down on the Northcrest scoreboard. But they're down in the attacking zone and have an opportunity. Number 16, Sandrina. Goes back to Sigacol. They've worked the ball a couple of times. Now she'll put a ball through. Comes over the top. Yolanda will let it roll out. And it'll be a goal kick. Yolanda is keeping today for Casuarina. Normally an outfield player. Can play up front, midfield. Really versatile player. And showing that versatility today by being in goal. So Yolanda Kenai, welcome to goalkeeping. I'm sure you've done it before. Look like you have. Fulton now just taking the time and pace and finds a lovely ball through to Ashley Sales, but Cage Pearson gets in and cleans that up, number 15, the left back. So for Uni Azzurri, you've got Cage Pearson in the left back, Grace Doty inside her, the central back position, Chinoa Al-Thiab in the middle there with her, and Selena Mariotti, the right back. That makes up their defensive four, of course, with Carla Kashakala, their keeper. And they'll have a lot of work to do, and they've been good all season and getting better and better at it. And Al-Thiab puts it out of play. They need to be good because Jubilee Weo will be running at them, as is Jade Roberts. So that's 7 is Jubilee, and Jade Roberts, the goal scorer, number 12. So this looks like it's Jessie Newcomb throwing in. Trying to find Roberts. Pablo in there, only herself. And she's got this ball out. Now she's got it back. Sigacol has it. Nice tackle from Fulton. Equally good one from Grace Doty, and gets a ball in the face as well. So Ward on the ball now. Good tackle for Fulton. Two captains come together, and the ball goes out of play. Some heavy work from both of them. So Mariotti has the ball. 20-minute mark. 1-0 scoreline in favour of Casuarina. Uni Azzurri throws over the top to Zigacol. And Audrey Suarez in there. Russell gets in front of her. Nice work from Michaela. Now Roberts is on the run. Nice. And a good response from Mariotti. Well played, Zigacol. On the ground's the call. Sofia Pablo will do that. Goes back to Grace Doty. Back through, and unfortunately Sophia dummied that one into a Casuarina player. So we'll come back down here. Still with Uni Azzurri though. Good possession time for them. 20-minute mark. This is a round 14 match. Michaela Russell on it. Turns. Goes to a captain. Captain goes across to Sophia. Pablo then has an opportunity to go back to Chinoa and does so. Cage Pearson will get to that. If she doesn't, it'll be underway for Jubilee Weo. This will be a chase now. Cage Pearson and Jubilee Weo. Cage Pearson, well done. Left back. Cleaned that up and then pushed it over the sideline. Good play from number 15 for Uni Azzurri. Under pressure from number 7, Jubilee Weo. Coming up the 22nd minute mark of this Women's Premier League match, round 14 here at Larrakia Park, Darwin Football Stadium on the main pitch. Very dry pitch at the moment with some of our irrigation issues we've had, but also just incredibly dry wind. Incredibly dry. And it's been drying out everything in Darwin and the rural properties, particularly Lichfield and up to Batchelor and up to Jabiru. All areas affected by bushfires. Stewart Highway closed earlier this week as well due to them. And the fireys have been doing the hard work with the SES and doing a good job. Now Jade Roberts on the ball going out for probably a left foot corner with Jade. Yes, it will be. You can see the pink strapping on her left knee. She's got a goal already for her side. Raises her left arm, moves in. Good height. That's lovely. That's dangerous. If they don't get to that early, and it just bounces through quite harmlessly. No one really attacked it from the Rowdy's point of view. Rowdy's the nickname for Casuarina in the black and white check with the black socks. So Aragon, the leading goal scorer for this team with 8 goals, does the throw-in on this occasion. Jubilee Wio runs in. Puts a determined boot to it. Here's a chance. Nice touch from Sigurkol. Yama comes in. Aragon beats her. Pushes the ball down to Audrey Suarez, but it bounces over Audrey's left foot. Offside. Nice strong whistle from the debutant referee. Doing his first Central Women's Premier League match. Mark Dent. Welcome, Mark. All the best for your match. Now, Chinoa Al-Thiab. Lots of talking. Telling which player she wants to move and where she's going to put it. Referee says, yep. She goes in, trying to find, just bounces out. You knew where she was trying to go. Trying to unleash Sandrina, her captain, but couldn't do that. So Ward on the ball. Number 13. Throws in, goes to Suarez. Suarez will go back to Ward. Ward has time to turn in and does that. But Sigurkol's going to make it difficult. Those two to go together and Ward wins that one well. Now she unleashes her team. Well played to the starting lineup debutant, if you can say such a thing. And nice work again from Fulton. Cage Pearson gets in early. Well done, Chloe. Nice first touch from Zuccarado, as is that ball. She wanted around more. A little scream from her. She tried to get her right leg around her body and get it in. Couldn't do that, so Ward will have to come and collect it for the throw-in for Casuarina. So the Rowdies have a 1-0 advantage over Uni Azzurri. And the Rowdies are running from right to left on your screen in their traditional black and white check with the black shorts and the black socks. Goal scorer there at the moment. Now the captain, Busy Fulton. Comes off Grace Doty. Now Pablo has a chance to set up here. Early ball put through. Sigurkol's onside. This could be a recovery. If they get a goal here, they'll be so excited about it. But Sigurkol takes a long-range shot. He had plenty of time. She was worried about Nadia Lely's pace, I guess. She took a first-time shot, went right to the ankles, I guess. The feet and ankles of Yolanda Kanai, the goalkeeper, and she was quite comfortable on that. But really promising from Uni Azzurri. Aragon on the ball now. Tips a lovely ball over the top for Audrey Suarez, but Mariotti shows all her pace. And well played by the back four, Mariotti, Al-Thiab, Doty and Grace Pearson. Cage Pearson, sorry, for the good work there, getting an offside. Cage Pearson, Chloe's been really good this afternoon already in only 25 minutes in that left back role. They're going to come at her all day, but she's been up to the task well and truly so far. Right, Sigurkol, most creative player in the Uni Azzurri side, puts the ball over the top. Can't be brought back in by Scarado. So Ward with the throw-in. Rowan moves in. Trying to get over the top and does that. Warren almost. Good throw from her. Intervention from Uni Azzurri captain with the header. So they still have another go at it. Goes in again, this time more distance. Finds the same header. It's almost like a replay. Ward trying to pinch another couple of metres. Pull back now, listening to her captain. Throws in a shorter ball this time to Audrey Suarez. Rowan Ward goes down the line. That's a good ball. If she runs onto it, Jade Roberts does. Has to be put out by Mariotti. Well played, number 13 for Casuarina. Right, Aragon on the ball. Throw in from her. Throws over the top, trying to find Jade Roberts, the goal scorer. Alfiab in there and wins that ball. Fulton, look how quickly she's to the mark. In the blue boots. She'll go down. She puts a nice one inside to Roberts again. A body check from both players. Alfiab and Roberts. Ball comes free. Ward has a rethrow. Goes to a captain. Pushed over the top by a captain. Michaela Russell has a chance to bring it down. Does so. But only as far as Fulton. Alfiab gets there early. Sigurcole will pick this up and go across field. Beats Ashley Sales. Got an opportunity here to unleash Fedaria. But Yolanda comes out. And Canai puts her right boot to it. Sales brings it down with a nice first touch. Can't miss her with the bright lime green boots. Now Russell has it. Goes to her captain. Captain puts a nice one too. Sigurcole, unfortunately, it still wins the ball. Well done, Teresa. Smart play from her. Pablo's now going to under-release Fedaria. Fedaria has a chance. She'll go towards goal. And Piera going away from goal at the moment. And then she'll get a goal kick. Corner. Well played, Uni Azzurri. How good was Teresa Sigurcole? Even on the ground, she got a no look because she was on the ground. A little right foot pass away. It kept the momentum for her side. So all the girls feeling the heat that came with the first part of this first half. Everyone sort of getting the strong gulping of air, so to speak. And this will be Fedaria Piera's chance to get this underway again. She did the good work to earn the corner, and she's going to take it. 28.5 minutes, Women's Premier League Round 14 match here in Darwin. Brought to you on the FNT TV networks, also on the FAA digital channels. My name is Bruce Stalder, so happy to bring you the live streaming of the women's game. So important that we do. Now it comes into Fulton, who's there early, and just dispossesses the player and pushes it out wide. I don't know how many touches Alex has had already, but there's been plenty. So the Rowdies captain is busy. Plenty of troop talking as well, getting her and marshalling her players. Cage Pearson throws in. Michaela Russell there, number 5. She turns on in, trying to find number 10, Sigurcole. We'll come to her eventually, but Aragon gets there before Pablo, so that didn't happen. So Ward on a scamper. Ball at her feet. With a left forward, but it's a great pass. If Suarez can get to it, she's going to need pace because Mariotti's there first. Goes back to Cashakala. Russell puts a chest to it. Bounces off her for Ashley Sales. Now Jessie Newcomb on it. Her and Cage Pearson's been having a little battle. Right, Jubilee, yeah, on the nice one from Jubilee. She goes at it again. Touch handball, unfortunately. But Jubilee, we are all over that. Hugs of appreciation from Alfiab and Cashakala. So they recovered there. That was really dangerous for the Uni Azzurri. They love their football and they love playing it with fun. No better example than then. So happy that they got out of trouble, those two. Because Jubilee Weo was in there, had 2 or 3 chances. And she'll be busy and be back again, that's for sure. She won't go away. Right, Sandrina gets the call. Well done, Ashley Soiree. Audrey Soiree. Nice work from Aragon. Roberts tries to bring Soiree into the play. Now we start again where we were. This is a good ball through. Fulton's on the chase. Sigurcole there. She puts one across the back of both Ward and Fulton. But who's there? Number 4. So the Rowdies' central defender, so quick over the first 20, 15 metres, is Nadia Valley. Clean up again, as she's done 4 or 5 times already in this first half. Teresa back heels to Sandrina. Sandrina puts it through, but Ward gets there early. And now with that nice little left footer, gets Roberts underway, and Roberts obliges with an equally good left footer, put in front of Suarez and Weo. And both couldn't get to it before Cashakala. But there's still plenty of time. Jessie Newcomb on the ball now, number 17. She'll go scurrying across. Cage Pearson comes at her again, but Newcomb gets a good ball in across. Mariotti clears it. Pablo goes back. That's well played, Uni Azzurri. Really confident, mature play. That's lovely play. 3 passes now on the counter. If this ball bounces around Lisa Blickley, it does. Fidaria puts one over the top for Yama. And Tanil Yama on the run here. And Tanil takes a fall. And big smiles all around. They just love playing their football. She goes to ground. And Nadia Lely cleans up. It's now time, another chance for Uni Azzurri. That was really nice played then. Lovely period of play for them. Selena Mariotti has time. Nice first touch and brings it down. Goes to Russell. Russell back to her captain. Good play, Uni Azzurri. This is a lovely ball from Sandrina. And Teresa Sigacole on the shot. Sets a shot. Puts it across goal. Really encouraging stuff from Uni Azzurri. Coach will be happy with that. Nice link-up play between Russell and Zuccarado and then Sigacole. All started with Mariotti's Selena. That's the right back's first touch and the way she brought that ball down and controlled it. So Jessie Newcomb running forward, trying to link up with number 7. And Jubilee gets in there. She's busy. She'll pick the ball up and throws it back, to Newcomb for the throw-in. Newcomb may go back to Ashley Sales. Where's she going to go? She's the run from Fulton and goes to Fulton, number 3. Little bicycle kick over the top from Alex. And that'll come off Chinoa's head and hair and ponytail and go over the sideline. It'll be a corner kick, which I think Fulton is going to take. No, she's not. She's going to leave it for Jubilee, who will collect it for Jade Roberts. Little left foot corner will be coming in from number 12 for the Rowdies. They have a 1-0 scoreline advantage in this first half. 34 minutes about to run over on the Northcrest scoreboard. Raises her left hand, moves in. Nice ball. Trying to make their way back out, Uni Azzurri. Really enjoyed some of their interplay and passing today. It's been good. Cage Pearson there again. This ball's gone in front of Audrey Suarez and Mariotti and will be picked up by the custodian for Uni Azzurri and Kashakala. She put her right foot to it, gained 30, 40 metres for her. Ward throws in again. Rowan's done a few of those today. Ball bounces. And it'll be collected by Ward. Ward moves in. Good throw in from Rowan right down the line. Trying to bring Roberts into the match. Well played. This time it just went over the line a few millimetres out. Sigacole. Ward gets a knee to it, brings it down. Now Sandrina puts one over the top. Yama on the run. Got to be quick. You're going to get up to Nadia Lely. That was that was an opportunity. Then it had to bounce the other way, but Nadia collected and coolly put it to her captain, who now progresses it forward. Aragon on the ball, bounces down. There she goes, puts one in front of everyone. It's a foot race. Big call from the keeper. Only as far as Fulton. Can Uni Azzurri play the way out of here? Pablo showing the skills. Russell in there. Good work from Michaela. Now Sandrina. She'll put the ball forward. Great work from the youngster, Aragon. Great second effort from her. And now she's going to make it a third and keep this ball in. She's got Ward on the inside. She goes to Fulton. Fulton will go straight, to Roberts. And 2 passes out. They're on the attack. That's what they can do. That's a long ball. Roberts trying to find Jubilee Weo. Kashakala come way out of her area to do that and clean up. There's a handball there, unfortunately, for Ash Sales. So the Rowdies have to backtrack. Start here for Uni Azzurri. Grace Doty will take it. Mariotti down on her haunches. Getting the air in. Hope she's okay. She might have got a stray ball or boot earlier. Sigacole there. Bring it down. Puts a body right leg across her body. Now Fidaria Pierro's on a run. Lisa Blickley cleans that up. Fidaria comes at her again. Good effort from the young player around the senior defender. And Yolanda Kanai will make the, not a long trek, the short trek to go and collect that ball for a restart. 37 minutes on the Northcrest scoreboard will roll over the hand and the ball will be with Yolanda Kanai. The wind's dropped down a fair bit now. Still a zephyr coming in from the left to right, favouring Azzurri, but nowhere near as strong as it was for the Men's Premier League match or the beginning of this Women's Premier League match where it was a good 15 to 20 knots and gusting. But now slow down somewhat, and probably why another one of the fire trucks has just come home. That's the second one in the last 15 minutes. So the ball runs down now where Chinoa Alfiab will clean up and does. Here's a chance. Aragon will take it. Pushes across goal. She's so dangerous. 8 goals already this season. Such a smart young player. Instinctive. Saw the opportunity, didn't hesitate. This time pushed it across goal and across the keeper. And the other time it may go in. And I'm sure she'll get plenty of opportunities this afternoon into early evening here at Larrakia Park. So this is a round 14 match featuring Azzurri women running from left to right on your screen in the blue with the white socks. 6th place in the table and taking on 2nd place, Casuarina. Kashakala puts a boot to ball. Goes over the top from a Sigacol header. Now for Daria Piera. Shows lovely footwork. Trying to push that ball through to a captain. But the captain of Casuarina does her bit, as she normally does. Always does. Kept in by Roberts. Picked up by Kashakala off a ricochet. She looks up and goes, we'll go this side, meaning the scoreboard side. And Lisa Bleakley and Fidaria Piera come together again. Nice little battle between those two. Fidaria will learn a lot by trying to get around Lisa Bleakley, an experienced senior defender for Casuarina. So the Rowdies now have the ball. That's Jessie Newcomb. She's trying to push it past Sophia Pablo. Ashley Sales comes back and helps her. Ball went out, though, and will be a throw-in for Lisa Berkeley. Will come up and take it. 40 minutes about to roll over, and just did. Casuarina 1, Azzurri 0. Women's Premier League match, Kate Pearson keeps that in. So Chloe's put the ball forward through to Piedara, and Fidaria turns. Look at that lovely work. She's just got nice skill. Teresa falls over her own boots. It's unusual for Teresa. Big broad smile on her face. Now Chinoa Altheab goes move it. Jubilee Weo dispossesses her. So Jubilee's quick. There she goes. She get around. There she goes again. And she puts a ball across unselfishly, trying to get that to Suarez, but just couldn't do it on this occasion. So ball's collected by the custodian for Azzurri, keeper Kashakala. Where will she go with this? Short? Long? Between the two? Maybe she's going to look for Russell. Nope, she's going to go out to Mariotti. Selena brings it down. Turns. Good header. She's got good skill as well, as does this player. Watch her. She runs on. That's a lovely ball through to Jubilee Weo. Can Jubilee do something with it? She turns it on the inside and she scores. Well played. That's a lovely taken shot by Jubilee Weo, number 7. Great work from Aragon earlier, number 14. Number 11, sorry. She picked that ball up early. and just put an unselfish, well-directed, beautifully balanced and pace ball in front of Jubilee Weo. Just took 2 steps, turned on the right, just slight body work, and then bang. Casuarina couldn't do anything about that. So Jubilee's been threatening number 7. You can see what she brings to the football table. Well played, number 7. Well played, number 11 for the Rowdies. 2-0 on the scoreboard. Thank you to Northcrest. Thank you to NTF, Construction Supply Specialist. Fidaria Piera on the run now. Can Fidaria bring one back? She turns on the inside, gets inside Nadia. He's still on the run and takes a shot. That's what the kid can do. Very promising stuff from the youngster. Fidaria Piera made a run on the counter. Took it into goal. Beat someone who's not often beaten, Nadia Lely. And then had a shot close to the side netting. So 2-0 advantage to Casuarina. 2.5 minutes of regulation time to go. Round 14 match. Lights are taking full effect. So there's still a bit of blue, purple and pink in the sky. We're not in the night sky by any stretch of the imagination yet. Russell gets a knee to it and goes over the grandstand side. So Ward comes up. So Rowan will have another throw-in. She had a few today. Does so. Good technique. Finds Roberts, but Roberts can't keep that one in. Teresa Sigurgol showing skill. Coach is imploring the team to move away. So Russell goes forward. And the ball. Sigurgol showing her skills and technique. Aragon chases her. Pablo now has a chance to add to that. Puts a lovely ball through to Russell. Russell just gets in front of her, and then Nadia Lily only needs a second and does it. Bang, picks the ball up. Great work from Uni Azzurri. Still coming at him. Nice strong work from the captain there too to win the throw. And she'll go early and does so. And Roberts this time does the favour in return to Zuccarado, and that will go out off her. So therefore be a Rowdies restart with a throw-in. Into the last minute of regulation time. 2-0. Advantage of the Rowdies. Thrown in by Roberts. Only far as the captain. Ward on the ball now. Ward turns it inside trying to look for her captain, but Russell gets there first. Russell advances. It comes off Sales, and Nadia Lely kicks it out and cleans it up. And Jubilee tries to put it over the back. Cage Pearson comes at her. Puts her right foot to it, and it'll run over and roll. End on end and end. Over into the Northcrest scoreboard sideline. 44 minutes and 40 seconds. So not long to go in this first half. Casuarina 2, Uni Azzurri 0. Can the Rowdies get one more? Can Uni Azzurri advance in this failing part of the first half and get a goal? Grace Doty does the work. Goes to Sophia Pablo. Sophia needs to get it out, but Ashley Sales comes in. Good, strong, positive intent from her. And got a shot away. Well played. And Mark Dent in the debutant referee role calls an end via the whistle of the first half. So the Rowdies will go over and hear from their coach, Ricky Fulton. It's a 2-0 victory, a 2-0, sorry, scoreline advantage to them over Uni Azzurri. And Uni Azzurri will hear from their coach, Marista Argio, and see if they can rechannel for the second half. Lots of conversations between the younger girls on both sides. They're all good mates. So we'll take a short break. Casuarina 2, Uni Azzurri 0. This is the Women's Premier League here in Darwin, live streaming on the FNT TV network. here's an opportunity. Jade Roberts on the run. Jade's going on. She's going to beat the keeper, and she does that. First time in a single. Saturday night, where else would you want to be? At Darwin Football Stadium, Larrakia Park, for Women's Premier League match, which sees Casuarina 2 goals to the good over Uni Azzurri. Uni Azzurri have played some really positive football today. Nice link play, some really good stuff through the midfield. Teresa Sikakol's been everywhere. Had a couple of opportunities too to actually get a goal back for her side. But on the other side, you've seen Fulton and Nadia Lely and all the usual suspects doing all that great work that they do for Casuarina week in and week out. And what's really interesting tonight is Casuarina has blooded a couple of other players in their starting lineups. I want to mention Rowan Ward, who's had a really good game at left back. Jade Roberts up front, who scored a goal with a nice little left foot past the Kashakala keeper. So it's a 2-0 advantage at the moment. And the last goal was just a lovely unselfish pass from Aragon across the pitch, across the goal, and on-rushing Jubilee Weo, number 7 for Casuarina, made no mistakes. She got the ball at her feet, turned it around. Now, she had an opportunity earlier than that where she had 2 or 3 chances in one section of play where she both times got past Kashakala, but Al Thiab got in the way. So Chinoa twice got the ball out of there. But on the next occasion, it was a successful one for Jubilee Weo, number 7. So she got a goal, which is really good to see her on the score sheet. So they have a 2-0 advantage over Uni Azzurri, but there's been lots of promising stuff from Uni Azzurri, and that's been the case all year. New to the Women's Premier League, came in halfway last year, and have just been a real benefit for the Women's Premier League, and they're getting better and better. So some really nice individual battles. I want to make mention of Fedaria Piera. Shows so much skill, the youngster for Uni Azzurri on the left flank up the front, and she's up against the experienced campaigner and Lisa Bleakley. That's been an interesting one. And then down here, you've got, when I say down here, on the grandstand side, which will be the opposite side in the second half, Selena Mariotti, and has been battling with Jade Roberts. So that's been really interesting to watch as well. So we'll hope you enjoy the highlights as well, because I thought there was some from that half. We'll take a short break and we'll be back with this game where Casuarina, the Rowdies, in their black and white check with the black socks, have a 2-0 advantage over Uni Azzurri. Back soon to see how this one ends up. a really strong whistle rings out from the debutant centre referee and Mark Dent. Gets this second half underway. Women's Premier League round 14 match where, if you just joined us, running from right to left, Uni Azzurri in their traditional blue with the white stripes on the shorts and their white socks. And they're up against Casuarina, up against a 2-0 scoreline as well. This is one of the goal scorers, Jade Roberts on the run now, number 12. Grace Doty comes at her, the central defender for Uni Azzurri. Puts her off the mark a little, so the ball just reasonably calmly and directly falls into the hands of Carla Casuarina, the keeper for Uni Azzurri. Selena Mariotti in there early. Her little battle with with Audrey Suarez will be interesting. And Jade Roberts, whoever's on her today. This is the moment at Suarez. And Mariotti still coming at her. Well played by both players. Now here's an opportunity. Pablo goes back. Mariotti will now skirt and put it out over the sideline. Try to sort of twist it around to her captain. Wasn't able to do that. So over there in the full glare of the light tower will be a throw-in. Aragon looks like she's taking it. Already got an assist tonight and in dangerous whenever she's had the ball. Grace Doty puts it pretty much back where we started. This time it won't go out, so Aragon gave her a scamper down the sideline. Now she turns inward, puts the ball across. Casuarina there early, uses all the space she has, and then puts her right boot to it. And over to her captain. It'll fall right for her captain's right foot. Ashley Sales gets there before her and just puts it out of play. So number 5 for Casuarina intercepting that long ball. Right, who's going to present from Uni Azzurri for this throw-in? Sigurkol does, number 10. But who's there again? Fulton. Two interventions, from Fulton, and we're downfield, and it's an attacking raid. And Chinoa Alfiab clears that one up. Fulton with the ball, wants a quick start. She's telling Jubilee to run. See Suarez there. Now she's got Aragon on the inside of her. She can go back to Sale. She goes to Aragon, number 11. And the Rowdies youngster has a little battle there with Sophia Pablo. Pulls away from Sophia and then gets a ball across into that dangerous area where Grace Doty gets there first. Puts a nice ball out to Teresa Sigurkol, but she can't bring it down, unfortunately. Yama now in there, beats Sales for the ball and gets it. So Yama gets a call from a captain, goes out to her. Captain does one straight back to Yama. Yama then pushes forward. Nadia Lely cleans up, but only as far as the captain of Uni Azzurri. So Ward comes at her and comes at her again. And this ball comes across the front where Yolanda Kanai, the keeper for Casuarina, collects the ball and just rolls it out to Jessie Newcomb. Jessie moves forward, trying to find Roberts. Cage Pearson there. Nice work from Chloe, cleans that up. So it's in the midfield. Jumble of players. Weo turns, pushes with strength. Grace Doty tries to clear it out. So Jessie Newcomb will go for a run here, I think. Try and push past Cage Pearson, does so. She's got that really fine line to get it in, and she does that. Here's a chance. Not taken by Casuarina, but dangerous. Sophia Pablo turns back in. Now she gets it across, but only as far as the Casuarina player, who puts that right across, hoping that Suarez would run onto it, but Casuarina alert, gets there first, now throws it out to an open up area of the pitch where an open player and her captain's on the ball. Jubilee Weo wins the ball back. Michaela Russell gets in her way, but she pushes fast there. Takes a shot, but Chinoa Alfiab cleans up. Now this ball will fall for Daria. That's unusual for her, usually better in her first touch. That's lovely from Sophia Pablo. Everyone's trying to push forward. Now they have. If Daria's have an opportunity. Lisa Beakley there first. For Dario, can you get around her? Yes, she does. Turns on the inside. Turns again inside Fulton. That's not easy to do. Turns back. Goes to Sophia Pablo. Now Sophia's on a run. Puts a lovely ball through Sophia to Yama. Yama now has a chance. She goes back to Fedaria. Some nice promising thing in the football world happening for Uni Azzurri. They may not be getting the results or the score on the board, but you can see each and every week their coaching staff are working on possession and interplay and passing. And at times it certainly comes off. Here goes Selena Mariotti moving forward. She'll have to get back again because now Jubilee Weir is coming again. And Mariotti's there to do her work. Turns a nice one inside to Russell. Michaela has time. Goes straight to her keeper. This one comes back towards Sophia Pablo. But Ashley Sales there first. Now Fulton with a roving brief. She's everywhere. She's everywhere. And now she comes forward. Grace Doty gets in the way. And her central defensive partner, Althea, moves it forward. Fedaria Piera comes back and tries to keep it in. Can't do that. So we're going to have a sub. So a good 51 minutes for Rowan Ward. First time in the starting lineup. Well done. And she had a good 51 minutes as well. And her replacement is Natalina Skripstitz. So a throw in now from 6, the rowdy 6, which is Lisa Bickley. Throws in. And Natalina's the first touch. In there early. Fedaria runs forward. This ball comes back to where we started from. This time Cage Pearson and Grace Doty in there. And Akron's underway. She's dangerous. Altheab in there to clean up. Goes back. Jessie Newcomb put ones across. That's a great pass from Jessie. No one there. Roberts is saying to Jessie, to Jubilee, go back. We are number 7, she's saying that too. Now Mariotti shows her pace. Well done, Selena. And Fulton had to put that out. She's such a talent, number 2, Selena Mariotti. In that right back position, she owns it. Now Teresa Sigacol has a chance. Nice little turnover, but Fulton's better. And this one will go off Jubilee Weir. And again, Mariotti has a chance to restart on the Northcrest scoreboard side. She does that. Goes to Sigacol, who does it. Little kick over the top and over the back of her. Yama now on the run. Nadia Lilly will go back to her keeper, will she? Yes, she does. They need to run her. Fedaria did that. But Yolanda's got plenty of time and a good right boot and pushes it downfield. Grace Doty puts a knee to it. Now Jessie Newcomb puts it forward. Little counter from them. Nice work from Chinoa on the header. Oops. Now's a chance for them. Look at the work from Jessie. She knew she'd push wide. Now she's going to unselfishly put it across for Aragon to shoot. And great work from Kashakala. Ball's get over the sideline now. Natalina's okay, I hope. Kashakala's gone down. Both players came together very heavily there. Cross for Natalina gets up to see how the keeper is. They came together quite hard. Well, I hope she's okay. So Ricky's going to go out first. Oh, sorry, Ricky. Darren Habits will go out first. And he's going to have a look at Kashakala as well. Came together very heavily, those two. Natalina rolled a few times over the side of the goal line after the collision. And Kashakala stayed pretty much where she was. She's been prone, not up yet in any way, form, so that's not good. She's such a tough character. Now she's up. Almost. Looks like she may have taken a hit in the ribs. We've got to pause and play here after a heavy collision between the Casuarina sub, Natalina, and the goalkeeper, Carla Cashakala, for Uni Azzurri. They're still working on her. The actual trainer, Darren Habit's 4 Casuarinas out there, looking after the Uni Azzurri player, as is the coach, Morris Daragio. Some magic spray taken out. I think she's probably winded. Long way from where we are. Game's been held up for some time now. She's now to her feet. Shaking that left wrist. Wiping away some sweat from her eyes. So she'll go back and have to collect the ball. But that stung. As I said, she's a really tough young keeper. So she's still wringing out that left hand and wrist. She'll take the right kick restart. Does so. Can Uni Azzurri progress forward? This goes towards Yama. Picked up by Lisa Buckley. Goes back to Grace Doty. Pablo turns. Goes back to Chloe. And Kate Pearson puts her right foot to it. Ball comes down now. Goes across to Jubilee Weo on the run. She's already scored 1 goal. She's got Mariotti to contend with. She gets around her. Now Mariotti comes back. Nice little battle between them two again. And then good work from the captain. So Corrado goes in and cleans up. Right, throw in. Comes in. Nice strong one, but Sandrina gets ahead to it. Comes again. Nice play. 2 efforts from her. And a lovely ball through to Fedaria Piera. She can get there. These 2 players have to be on their toes with Fedaria. And those 2 players I'm talking about is Bleakley and Lely. And on that occasion, they were up to the task. Kashakala comes out. She's already had 1 collision. No fear in the next. Comes running out there. This ball now falls for Yama. Teresa Sigakol has a chance. That's a lovely ball over to Fedaria. She's now on the run. And she takes a left foot shot from distance. Round of applause from her players. I love the way Uni Azzurri play football. That one's Jesse Newcomb laughing. Missed that one. All ends up. Unlike Jesse. So, Chloe Cage Pearson will put it back into play. Strong throw over the top. Teresa on the run. Fulton with her. Fulton just alert to stuff. This comes back off Teresa. Still in play. Players went the other way. Now she puts it back over the top. Can this be brought down by Uni Azzurri? They can. Fedaria goes to Sophia Pablo. Sophia Pablo puts it to Sigakol. And Russell came running in, but just a little late. Big kick from Melanda, 1 step and bang. And this has put Jubilee Weo on the run. Mariotti comes at her. Grace Doty on the inside. Good defensive work from the girls from Uni Azzurri. Lovely work from from Jubilee. Just alert to the ball. And you got to go right back to Yolanda Canai's just 1 step right foot punch, bang. Good 45 metres on that. Right, restart. Looks like it's Jade Roberts. Left foot, corner kick. Coming up to 60 minutes of this match. Natalina gets in there. Get her head to it as well, did Natalina. Nice run, good vision from her. But the ball fell to the feet and dropped the body, did Casacala, to collect that ball up. Now, Zuccarado on the ball, goes over the top to Teresa Sigakol, pushes 1 forward. Yama chests it down. Ball still in play? No, it's not. We're going to pull up a handball here. Yes, we are. Against Yama. So Fulton will take this, set it down, the captain. For the Rowdies, 2-0. is their advantage on the Northcrest scoreboard. This is a round 14 match of the Women's Premier League here in Darwin. Thank you for supporting our live streaming. It's great to see you in numbers, and that's a lovely first-timer from Natalina. Unfortunately, right on target for the keeper, but you can see what she's going to offer in a sub-roll. Look at that lovely stop and that movement from Sophia Pablo. There's the call. Cage Pearson sees it, can't thread it past Fulton. Sigurcole made the run. Now it's back with the Rowdies. And that's a nice pass through. Aragon on there. Chinoa Althiab on the run. Aragon goes back and cleaned up. Good efforts, all the girls. Alex will have a shot, I think. No, not now. She won't. She's going to set it up. Jessie Newcomb moves across, goes back to Fulton. Fulton on the left-hand side will want to just feed a pass through here, but no. Sakurada, the captain, dispossesses her. Now she's on the run. Puts a lovely ball over the top. Now it's a foot race. Can Yami beat Nadia Lely? Nadia will play it back to her keeper. The lander goes bang. The right foot again. Pushes that well and truly over the sideline. Promising stuff from both teams. Counters end-to-end in this Women's Premier League Round 14 match. Uni Azzurri running left to right on your screen in their blue with the white stripes down their side and the white socks up against the traditional rowdy outfit of that black and white checks. Natalina Scripsy puts it through there. And Grace Doty gets there first. Now Sigurcole puts one over the top. Lely gets ahead to it. Now, Sophia Pablo has a chance to set this up. Russell does a lovely pass to Sigurcole, and that's another bit of work there. That's what I mean about just some of the stuff that's developing between these girls. It's lovely football. And Natalie equally up to the task as usual and cleans it up. Now we'll have a counter because Fulton's on the ball. She moves with such assertiveness. Now she's put it through. Mariotti shows her pace, gets in front of Jubilee, and Wio will follow her out there. Nice work from Mariotti. Ball still in play. Chinoa trying a back heel. Doesn't beat Natalina. She turns on the inside. Mariotti comes back at her. Great effort from the young kid. Offside. That's just great work from Mariotti. Moves in. Now she moves in again. Now she puts her foot to it. Trying to find her captain over her head. Glances it beyond. Goes another 15 metres. Will run out of play. No. Audrey Suarez keeps it in. Goes down the line. A very narrow corridor there, but goes out. That corridor's too narrow. So come back to Zaccarado for a restart. Uni Azzurri captain on the ball. Just on her side of the halfway. Now she's well and truly into Casuarina's side. Russell trying to get it. Michaela goes again. Sigurcole will pick it up for her team. Nice work from Jade Roberts. Strong, dominant play from her. Now she's on the run. Mariotti comes back quickly as Selena can. Chinoa puts her boot to it. Now goes back and cleans up after Grace Doty's bouncing out opportunity as well. And cleans it up. And we're into the... coming out to the 65th minute mark on the Northcrest scoreboard. Thank you to Rebel Sport for their support of the Women's Premier League. Also to Hyundai, Umbro, all contributors to the Women's Premier League here in Darwin. So we have 4 rounds to go after this, then we're into finals. It'll only be a 2-week final format given COVID-19 and the 12-week delay we had imposed on us. But unlike the rest of the country, we'll get a full complement of games in because of the cooperation of the players, the coaches and clubs. We've been able to do that in the Women's Premier Reserves and Men's Premier Reserves. And Div 1, they will go into a Champions League type finals system home and away. So it'll be exciting for the Div 1 teams and players and officials involved. So there will be premiers, but the champions will have to go a very different route to usual. And it'll be entertaining. Let's talk about Div 1 we're talking about. That's lovely work from Jessie Newcomb. Natalina has a first-time strike, but misses. But Natalina was in position, and Jessie Newcomb made it all happen here on the right flank on the grandstand side. 66 minutes on the clock. Women's Premier League on this Saturday night. Now into a beautiful dry season evening, still with a breeze that's making it very pleasant. It's running from left to right on your screen and favouring Casuarina in this half. Kasakala goes short across to Al-Thiab, and Chinoa now goes over the top, trying to find her captain. Zuccarado watches the ball go over the sideline. Had too much punch on it, so it pushed downfield and beyond her. So a restart for the Rowdies on that far side. And that's a throw in from Jade Roberts. Again, that individual battle between Mariotti and Jubilee Weo continues. And Mariotti won that one. She's won a few of them. That's a good ball through, trying to find number 10 for Unizuri. Can't do it on this occasion, but the intention's good. May have a sub here, I think, for Casuarina. Yes, we will. 67 minutes. So Ash Sales is coming off. Good 67 from Ash. And so the Lime Boots will leave the pitch. And this looks like number 9's going. Can't see behind the flowing black hair, but now we can. It is 9, so that's Soraya Mauboy Hudson. So Mauboy Hudson's going to go into and working out where she's going to go. Now the ball comes forward. Yama's there first. Can she make something of it for her team? Turns back inwards, then comes back to Zuccarado. Then now comes to Michaela Russell. Michaela pushes through to Siga Cole. Nice one to Pablo. And Sophia Pablo will go wide. That's nice play. Good link-up play by the Unizuri girls. Mauboy Hudson's first touch is an interception and gets her team on an offensive raid. And here they go. Cage Pearson inside Natalina. And Natalina Skripsky's going to have a chance. She turns on the left foot and will shoot. She will shoot. Took a right foot toe poke at it. And this time, straight into Carla Kashakala, who said, thank you, I'll take that. Nice one. Healed on from Sigacol. And here we go for Daria Piera, Mauboy Hudson. Daria wins that one. Goes back to Sophia Pablo. Man on is the call. And that man on was Jessie Newcomb, which is now enabled through Fulton, now Aragon, for the Rowdies to move forward. Collision there between Cage Pearson and Aragon. Cage Pearson's pulled away. Hope she's okay. Ball still remains with her team, though. Lisa Bleakley across to Jessie Newcomb. Grace Doty gets there this time. Trying to get it over the top. Now Dielli gets the body in the way. Now Sigacol comes forward. Dangerous is Teresa. She sees the run, gives it out to Zugarato, and Cedrina keeps the ball in. Nice work from her. She's done so many good efforts today. This ball's a chance for Daria. She's just missed it. Real opportunity for Piera and Uni Azzurri to get one back there. Nice work from their captain. Made it all possible. But for Daria, just couldn't bring it down. Disappointed. She's kicking the turf in the air, throwing her head back. She knew how good that opportunity was for her team. Oops, that one's gone the wrong way. Right to the player you don't want it to go to. Jubilee takes a long-range shot. Nice intention. Like the way she plays number 7, Casuarina. Seems like she's very fit too. Sophia Pablo pulls it down. Midfield work has been good from Sophia. Now there's a chance here. Don't leave it for Fulton. See what Alex was trying to do. Couldn't get a right leg around the body to keep that in more. So Cage Pearson will have a throw in. Chloe's got opportunity to go to Sigacol. She does that. Sigacol takes a full frontal neck and face ball. Comes away laughing. How often do these girls laugh? Okay, now goes over the top. And Lisa Blickley gets her shoulder into that. It's a nice play from Mariotti that's got her team on the advance now. If this falls the wrong way, they could get around Nadia, but now she just plays through the middle and cleans it up. Nice work from Fulton around Russell. Russell has to pursue her now and get back in that play. Chinoa Al-Thab does and wins it well. Great play from Chinoa. Moves forward. Now she's dispossessed by Bleakley. Pushing through to Natalina. Natalina now to Aragon. Aragon is dangerous from wherever she is. Natalina has a shot. Goes about 1.5 meters on the right of the right upright. Under control by Kashakala. Good intervening work there from Lisa Bleakley in the midfield to actually set that up. She's the one who won the ball and pushed it forward. Right, 72 minutes coming up on the Northcrest scoreboard. Thank you to Northcrest. The development out where young families are now moving into their new home and starting a life out the Northcrest property. And NTF, the construction supply specialist, who since COVID-19 stoppage is now busy again, as is Steel Line, service and above from those guys. Be it a shed, be it a roof, be it a fence or structural steel you need, they're there to help. Right, Jade Roberts will walk over quite leisurely, picks the ball up. And she's on the Northcrest scoreboard side. She'll now throw in. Oh, gee, that's hit Grace Doty in the face and throat. Grace has had 2 of them tonight. Now Aragon will get around the side and she'll shoot. The Cage Pearson gets there and puts the right boot there and pushes it out over the sideline, over the goal line. So it'll be a corner start and restart for the Rowdies. But that goes to how the back 4 at Uni Azzurri work as a team. Might have got through the first couple, but then Cage Pearson came across and cleared up. Well played to the defensive unit for Uni Azzurri. But still on for Casuarina. Jade Roberts, first goal scorer of the match with the corner. It'll be a left footer. Breeze favours her. If she gets some air to this, could be dangerous. Dummies a move in, now comes back. This time she moves in properly. Tried to give it the height that was required. Weo gets a heel to it. Russell comes forward. Fulton puts one over. And it's gone over everybody and the keeper and the goals as well. So Kashakala get a starter just near the right upright. Goes out to Al-Thab. Al-Thab goes downfield to Mariotti. Selena goes back into her. Lovely work out the back, girls. Well played, Uni Azzurri. But who's there? The busy Jubilee Weo. Jessie Newcomb wins it there against Fedare Piera. The ball comes back to Teresa Sigacole. Now it comes back to Uni Azzurri. Little bouncing around there from player to player, but it's come to the advantage of Uni Azzurri. Sophia Pablo turned into trouble there. Capital T trouble with Fulton. Really busy, plenty of players in the midfield. Could throw a beach towel over most of them. So it'll come out off Al-Thab and Chinoa's intercepting right foot, I think. Has pushed it over the sideline. Malboy Hudson has a restart, number 9, the sub. 75 minutes is approaching. So there'll be a double sub. Right, first of all, number 14, Elena Kalowitz is coming on. So who's coming off? So first of all, Jade Roberts, the goal scorer. 2 goal scorers. And Jubilee Weo is coming off as well. So Casuarina's 2 goal scorers in Jade Roberts and Jubilee Weo have been replaced by number 14 and number 2 respectively for Casuarina. Number 2 is Risa Vizay, the Thai player. So Malboy Hudson on the ball. We get a restart now. Throws it in, goes over Vizay. Helena, number 14, in there busy already with the green boots. And Vizay now missing forward. Vizay ball will come out for out of a jumble of players where Fulton comes in, trying to unleash either Jesse Newcomb or Aragon, and neither could get to that ball. So this ball will be thrown over towards Ekra Aragon. Goes back off the sub, number 14. Chinoa gets in there, takes a slip, hits the ground heavily, but saves the day for her team. Now it comes back at her. And Mariotti's in there trying to clean up. Now it goes wide for Aragon, who's got space and time. She'll go scurrying down that side with purpose. Mariotti got back to make it difficult, and Chinoa Althab cleans up. That's what I mean about defensive teamwork. You just saw it then. Good stuff. From this case, Chinoa and Selena. So Natalina is going to go out and take this. And Skripsitz would place this for a right foot corner kick. Yes, she is. Can she get the height, even though the breeze has sort of dropped off a little? She does, and she pushes it way back, which gives her team plenty of time. Comes off obliquely, and now we'll go forward. Riza Vizay gets in there, number 2, and cleans up for her team, but only as far as Russell on the run. Now, Zuccarado puts one back across. That's a lovely ball if someone's on it, and the person on it is not the one you want. If you're a Azzurri supporter, that was Yolanda Kanai, the keeper for Casuarina. So the Rowdies keeper now, look at that. She didn't even take a step back. Just right foot and bang. Good 45 metres. Nice work again from the Azzurri back 4. Again, working in tandem. If Grace doesn't do it, Chloe will. If Chloe doesn't, Grace does it, then Chinoa and Selena will. Selena Mariotti, Chinoa Althab, Grace Doty, and Chloe Cage Pearson. The back 4 for Azzurri. Now it comes forward to, and that's a sub that went on as well. We didn't see for Azzurri. Number 19, the young players out there. That's Selena Miaris. She's only a baby. Number 19, playing here on the left flank. Here's a chance for Natalina. Grace Doty comes in. Heavy collision between those two. Grace straight up. And tough, strong work from her. Grace has had a couple of heavy knocks and balls in the face and throat tonight and just pushes on as usual. Sandrina gets in there early. This ball falls at the feet of Helena. And Risa Vizay on the ball for her side. And she get it back indirectly from Grace Doty. She's still on it. Just happy to be out there, she sounds like, which is great. Right, Pablo to the youngster. And Selena puts a nice little ball inside. And young Selena has replaced Fedaria Piera over in this left attacking wing position. Now there's a battle on here. Natalina Skripsitz has been busy. She's had a couple of goes already. That's her 3rd shot in anger. Now played out by the Azzurri. Russell, the link person, goes to her captain. Captain gets around the other captain, and Fulton. Russell now trying to push forward. She'd like that to have that again. Helena on the ball, the sub. And she heads back and can't get her leg around her body to put it back into place, so it'll be a throw-in. Selena Mariotti will take this. Coming up to the 80-minute mark of this match, 2-0 already. Sorry, not already, as it was at half-time. So a 0 second half so far. And Teresa Sigacol on the run, pushed out by Alex Fulton. And Mariotti will do the throw-in. The young player takes her opportunity, Looks around, scanning for the right player. So it's actually Zuccarello, sorry. Looking for the right player. She finds Teresa Sigacol. She'll get another chance at this. Been put out by Fulton. This time Mariotti will take it. She goes to her over the top of the two players. Sigacol showing skills, but only as far as Audrey Suarez, sorry. Now we come back. This is an opportunity for Uni Azzurri. Can they make something of it? Ball is, if it goes out, it'll be a corner. Picked up by Fulton. So before it does that, Sandrina comes at her again. Nice play from Russell. Strong work from Helena. Now it's an opportunity. Teresa Sigacol on the ball. That's been offside or an infringement. Accidental and incidental. And Audrey Suarez doesn't look too good. Helped up by Nelly. So Nadia walks back away from the ball, as does the recently injured Suarez, and Suarez will receive the ball from her captain. Pushes downfield, but only as far as Zuccarello. Zuccarello has an opportunity to link. Yama gets the ball, but goes past it. Comes again. Well done, Tanel Yama. Ball come out. This will be a throw-in for Uni Azzurri. Selena Mariotti will come up to the mark for this. Number 2. 82nd minute, about to roll over. Right, Jessie Newcomb, Grace Doty, who's going to get there first? Casuarina cleans up in the end. She's already been knocked around and on the ground for some time. She doesn't hesitate to come out to that ball. Here goes saying Selena. Had a chance then. She didn't know what to do. So, such a young player. It's fantastic. She's playing Premier League. Right. Here we go. Chloe Cage-Pearson throws on. Good throw over the top. Malboy Hudson puts it out. They'll move down the field again another 15 metres. 83rd minute. Be upon us soon on the Northcrest scoreboard. Cage-Pearson gets told by a coach to go further downfield. She does that. Malboy Hudson has a chance to pull it out. Selena Marias. Did it come off for Selena? No, it didn't. So it'll be a throw-in for her. No, Cage-Pearson will take it. Though we're going to get a sub. 83rd minute, and the sub will be for Uni Azzurri. Morris Darago, the coach, talking to the substitute. So it's going to be Tanil Yama coming from the pitch. And her replacement is Tegan Wissen. So Tegan runs out. I don't know if it's her first game in Premier League. Not sure if it's a debutante, but she looks excited, and it should be, to go out there and play in this Women's Premier League match. She's got 6 and a bit minutes of regulation time. There'll be a bit of time added as well, I would imagine. Right, Cage-Pearson on the ball, about to throw in, does so, goes over the top, goes over all the players. Fulton's had an opportunity to clear it out, but only as far as Russell. Russell's fixed it up. Now Sigacol on the ball. Come off a hand, unfortunately, for Teresa. She's upset with that. She knows how the opportunities are rare, and a couple of times they've had chances. She's had 3 chances. Sorry, there have been 3 chances, and she's had 2 of them. Fiadaria Piera the other. Ball comes down. Cage-Pearson gets there first. Nice work from the sub. Helena Kalowitz. Number 14 for Casuarina. What can Uni Azzurri do here? Okay, Sophia Pablo on the run. Puts the ball through. Teresa Sigacol turns. Tips one over the top, trying to get it past Fulton, but can't do it. And Alex just puts her foot to it and pushes it downfield. Aragon turns it inside with a header. Grace Doty comes out and doesn't hold up. Handball. Referee says okay. Ball comes out to Cage-Pearson. And controlled. Lovely work from Fulton. And that's a ball too. Look at that ball. She'll come to it and they'll go together. Casuarina will not pull out. Brave work from her. Finds her captain. Captain pushes it off body-wise to Russell. Russell's going to have to chase that down from Lisa Beakley. Genoa pushes it forward again to her captain. Now there's a chance. That's a ball across a few players, but not Nadia Lely. And Fulton will just put it out of play. over on the Northcrest scoreboard side. Thank you to Rebel, to Sharon, her team there, also to Rachel and the fabulous supportive team at Hyundai for their support of the Women's Premier League. So Selena Marotti puts one over the top, trying to find Teresa Sigurcole. Grace Doty gets in and intercepts a Fulton pass. Fulton there again. She's just everywhere. Such a fit person. Right, here's an opportunity. But look at Mariotti move to clean it up. Comes in on a much stronger Natalina. And it's actually Natalina who goes to ground. But straight up, she looks okay. And Casuarina will push out this way to Sophia Pablo, who gets a nutmeg on Riza Vizay. Russell goes in early. Still on the ball, Russell. Play on. This ball's still going forward. Teresa Sigurcole has a chance to go over the top. Nadi Lily gets in the way. It's been pulled up. Handball again. Or no, high boot, I'd say. So this ball will be for Casuarina. Mark Dent, debutant. First time in the centre for the Women's Premier League and enjoying his game. Puts the ball, the captain puts the ball forward. Sophia Pablo cleans up with a lovely first touch. We know she's got that. Little Selena now has it. She goes back to Sophia Pablo. Visse gets in there first. Now Russell in there battling with Natalina. That's a lovely ball through to Aragon. Can Aragon make this another goal? She puts it back to, unselfishly puts it back. There's the shot. As I said, Natalina Skripsic has been busy. She's had a few goes. Big boot from Casuarina. Only 2 minutes of time, or 2 and a bit minutes of regulation time to go. Can Azzurri get one? They've shown some promise today. Lovely ball through to Jessie Newcomb. Jessie will take this opportunity and just goes over the upright and over the crossbar as well. Didn't trouble the keeper and didn't have the net or the crossbar shaking. Wasn't far from that crossbar though. Casuarina places it mid-goal and then goes right over towards Selena Mariotti. And that's a body check. It's going to be the advantage of Azzurri. Natalina's to the ground, as is Sandrina Succarado. She goes over, see if she's okay. Heavy collision between the two girls. Both come out of it gingerly, and it'll be given to the advantage on second thought, the referee Mark Dent, to Casuarina. And who's on the ball as both sets of players move forward? Alex Fulton there. Dynamic, energetic, never gives up, runs kilometres and puts one over the top. That's going to be dangerous for Casuarina. The bounce was awkward, but fortuitously went on the about a metre on the right-hand side of her right upright. So into the last minute of regulation time in a moment. We're there now. Casuarina goes across to the left upright. She's going to go out to Cage Pearson. No, she's going longer than that. Sophia Pablo she's looking for. Goes over Sophia's head. Comes back to Lisa Bleakley. And Lisa's trying to link up with Riza Visse. Goes backwards now to Fulton, but intercepted by Russell. Well played from Michaela. She goes again. Been busy, number 5 for Azzurri. Right, Chloe just pushes this upfield. Thrown in. It's good throw in. Low trajectory. So Sophia Pablo again. Lisa Bleakley in front of her. Goes back to the sub. Sub on the green boots. Puts it over the top. Sort of toes it. Michaela Russell gets ahead to it. And Sigurcole has a chance to go back to Pablo and does that. Now there's a chance for Tessa. No, Tegan it is. My apologies. Tegan Wesson, number 4. In the yellow boots. Tegan had an opportunity there. Had a good touch. Getting involved in the game. Now it comes up from... Goes back to her. She needs it across to Russell. And Visse is in there to clean up. number 2 for Casuarina. So her and number 14 have been busy since they came on for Casuarina. Can't miss them. One in the lime green boots, the other one not in the lime green boots, just your traditional black. Right, over goes to Zuccarado. She's trying to find an advancing striker from Azzurri, but can't. So this will be dangerous. So Natalina has the ball. Turns on the inside of Mariotti. Mariotti comes at her again. Goes back. This time it's been cleaned up by Russell. And well done by Michaela Russell and Selena Mariotti. This is a pass that's going to find the other Selena. And that's number 19, the sub. But Fulton's going to win it and push forward. And Mariotti will put it out of play. We're into 2 minutes of time added on. 2 minutes. Can Azzurri get one? Can Casuarina add to that scoreline? Throw in. It's a long one. Goes back. Nice header out from Grace Doty. Michaela Russell in there again. Nice little round the body left footer from Helena Kalowitz. Now goes back to Fulton. Fulton goes across field to Bleakley. Bleakley's just going to have a shot, and does. Kashakala watches it go past. Into 2 minutes of time added on in this round 14 match, Women's Premier League. 2-0 scoreline to the Rowdies at the moment. They're running from left to right on your screens. Currently in second place. There goes the whistle. And they'll retain that 2-0 scoreline, and they'll retain another victory for them. Well played, Azzurri. And congratulations to Casuarina. To Ricky Fulton, their coach. Well done. They move and retain their position in that second spot. And lots of smiles from the University of Azzurri players, as usual. Morris Durago, their coach. I want to say well done to Yolanda Canai, too, in goals. Usually an outfield player for Casuarina. She was so strong there today. Nothing got past her. She's got an amazing right boot. If you look back at the replays or watch back this live streaming, she takes one step and 45 metres off the right boot. So well done, Yolanda. So both players are meeting and shaking hands. Lots of smiles and laughter out there, as you only get when Azzurri play anybody. And, of course, Casuarina equally a great bunch of players and people. So, 2-0. We'll have some second half highlights or maybe whole game highlights, and then we'll be back and chat to a player. My name is Bruce Stauder. Thank you for joining us on this live streaming. And today, the Rowdies take a 2-0 victory over Azzurri. And here's an opportunity. Jade Roberts on the run. Jade's going to beat the keeper, and she does that. Goes first time in. Gold takes a shot. Offside, unfortunately. But good intent. Coach should be happy with that. Whistle goes. Fulton moves in. Can she make something happen? It's a lovely weighted pass. Carla comes out. They've worked the ball a couple of times. Now she'll put a ball through. Comes over the top. Yolanda will let it roll out. Recovery. If they get a goal here, they'll be so excited about it. But Sigurd takes a long-range shot. He had plenty of time. She was worried. Here's a chance. Aragon will take her. She runs on. That's a lovely ball through to Jubilee, where can Jubilee do something with it? She turns it on the inside and she scores. Dario bring one back. She turns it on the inside, gets inside Nadia. He's still on the run and takes a shot. Grace Doty does the work. Goes to Sophia Pablo. Sophia needs to get it out, but Ashley Sales comes in. Good. Oregon gave her a scamper down the sideline. Now she turns inward. Puts the ball across. Casuarina there across for Oregon to shoot. And great work from Casuarina. Balls get over the side. It'll be entertaining. Talk about Div 1 we're talking about. That's lovely work from Jessie New. Natalina. And Alida Scripps is going to have a chance. She turns on the left foot and will shoot. She will shoot. On the wrong way. Right to the play you don't want it to go to. Jubilee takes a long range shot. Natalie now to Arrogant. Arrogant is dangerous from wherever she is. Natalie has a shot. Goes about a metre and a half in the face and throat. Grace has had two of them tonight. Now Oregon will get around the side and she'll shoot. The cage Pearson gets them this left attacking wing position. Now there's a battle on here. Move to clean it up. Comes in on the much stronger Natalina. Lovely ball through to Jessie Newcomb. Jessie will take this opportunity and just goes across the field obliquely. Obliquely is going to have a shot and does. Welcome back. So happy to have Yolanda Canai with me. Yolanda's on my left here. My name is Bruce Stalder. That was a game which the Women's Premier League victors tonight were Casuarina women. Great clubs, so good with the women's game for many, many decades. Yolanda, you're in goals tonight. I love your way that you played tonight. There was one moment there when you took one step back and just went bang, and it went like 45 metres. I've got to ask you, do you actually practice?
Not really. I just use my instincts, actually. Yeah, because being a striker, every striker's nightmare is to see the keeper come out and put it. So I just use that technique.
Yeah, and it was really well done. You had some really big kicks there. Listen, also, not always in goals. You've been there a couple of times, you were telling me. But what do you have a preference, out in the outfield or in the goals? You'll do anything for the club, that's clear.
Oh, yes, I would. Well, I don't mind. Like, I just love learning, so I don't mind each game. Okay. Yeah, each game makes me learn something new, something different, so I enjoy any possession.
Yeah, it seems that way, and I'm sure you would have learned something today, and it's always good to have Nadia Lely in front of you and Lisa Bleakley.
Oh, yes, Nadia really did a good job. Yeah. She made me feel comfortable and relaxed. Yeah, she really plays that sport really well.
Yeah, she does. Now, listen, we'll also talk about the fact there were some players out there that didn't get, well, one of the first times. So we had Rowan Ward get her first start, which was lovely, the left back. We also had Vizay, so Risa Vizay out there. We had Alina. So we had a lot of people getting a run tonight, which is really good.
Oh, yeah, it is. And, well, in the event that others are not there, the club is not really stuck. We've got a large pool of players, which is good.
Yeah, it's a great women's and girls football club as Casuarina. I bet you're proud to play for them.
Oh, yes, I am.
Well said.
Coming for the grand finals.
Yes, you are finals. I'm glad you mentioned that. So there's 4 more rounds to go in the Women's Premier League. Then we're into the finals. And the finals are different this year. You've got to win your game. You don't get another second chance. So you've got to win. There's only 2 weeks of finals this year. So we'll talk about that a bit later. But from your point of view, the body's fit and healthy. You ready to go?
Oh, yes, we're ready to go and take the championship.
That is Yolanda Canai, as confident as ever, taking the championship with 4 weeks out and 2 finals to go. I love your confidence. Just hanging with me while I say goodbye. On behalf of everyone at Football NT, I hope you enjoyed that live streaming coverage. Casuarina firmly in second place at the moment, and Uni Azzurri just getting better and better. Some nice play from them tonight. So I want to thank Ricky Fulton, the coach of the Casuarina, and also Morris Daragio for their work behind the scenes with the women's game. So on behalf of FNT TV and myself, Bruce Stalder, thank you for your support on this live streaming. You have a great night. We'll be back tomorrow, 5:30 here at Larrakia Park.